Hey guys, hello there, hello again. So, first thing I want to say, thank you, thank you for the 200 subscribers. All right, it we you know the hundred subscribers was just a few months ago in like July, and you know this growth is nice. Okay, it means a lot. Okay, like it's been something like over 80 videos I've made over 80 made and posted over like 80 videos. It took me that long, took me that far, to get to 200, and this it doesn't end here. Of course, I think my ultimate goal would probably be just to go over to like maybe. Well, the next goal is 500 subs, right? And I just want to say thank you guys for this. Okay, thank you. Okay, because the thought of like the fact that 200 people thought it was good enough to sub to my channel, it means a lot. You know. Also, I'm using the AFC to loading screen because I didn't know what else to put for the background of this video because it's mainly just my voice. But as you probably noticed in the title, this video is I decided to do a Q&A for this one. Well, it was, you see, because shortly after I did my 100 subs special, it was like one of my subscribers said I've suggested that I do a Q&A for the next one, for the next subscriber goal. So, here I am. And I'm going to be just answering some questions that you guys have. So, yeah, let's get to them. All right, so here's one. Do you already graduated with school? Okay, I think just have I already graduated with school? No. Okay, to answer this one, it's no. I'm still in school. I'm pretty young. So I mean, like I won't say my exact age, but I'm below 18, right? I'm still a kid. So yeah, I'm still in school, still studying. Like, man, see that's why actually, like, that's the thing, right? I'm still in school because that's why, like, in my channel, okay, not recently, but like, there have been times in my channel where like I've paused, like I stopped posting for like a month or something. That was because I had exams during that time. Like, I think, well, it was this year's May. I stopped posting for like a solid, what, 2 or 3 weeks because of my exams, right? So that's the thing. I still have school, and that's why, of course, like, if you guys probably noticed, uploading wasn't as consistent this week, is because my school, it started like 2 weeks ago now. This is the second week of school, just finished today, by the way. So yeah, yeah. So about school, I'm still in school. I'm still studying. All right, here's the next one. What's your real name? Okay, so here's the thing. I okay, one, I'm still small. Okay, but I don't think I should be saying this because I want to, I think, anonymity on the internet, like staying anonymous on the internet, I think is probably better for me because who knows what could happen if I say my name. So yeah, I think it's better I don't do this. So uh yeah, sorry. No. Sorry, I can't answer this one. Okay, what do you do? And I mean, what job? Okay, so I think the previous question answers this one. I mean, not the previous one. I don't, I don't work, dude. I don't have a job yet. So yeah, my only job is being a student. That's all I have to do. My only job, my only thing in life is just like to study. That's it. That's all I can really do. Like, even my parents, right? Like, they just tell me, you shouldn't try to do anything else. But like, no, when I say you shouldn't try to do anything else, don't burden yourself with too many other things. Like, for example, my mom, right? She'll do the house chores, but she'll like, okay, I'm doing the house chores. Like, the informal agreements that I study, right? That's the thing. So yeah, I'm pretty dedicated to studying with this. I mean, wait, what? Why am I saying this like it's? Why am I saying this like it's a hobby I'm doing? Like, I'm so dedicated to studying. Like, it's the only thing I can be dedicated to. What else am I doing? But yeah, yeah. So yeah, I don't really have like I don't have a job. Yeah, I still live with my parents. I'm still going to school. So yeah. Alright, say two sentences in your mother language. So guys, if you didn't know, I'm from Sri Lanka, and I'm Sing. So my home language, my mother tongue is Sinhalese, right? And so I'll give you guys two, well, I'll give you two phrases and then two sentences if you want. So two common phrases you'll hear in Sinhala is, one is kohomada, which means like how are you? Okay, so basic, right? And then the other one is ayubowan, which is like a really famous Sri Lankan greet. I mean, not famous. I mean, every Sri Lankan will say it. Right? That's the thing. Like, it's a. I'm sure you guys have heard it. Like, if you guys see like any sort of like promotional video of Sri Lanka, for example, with like done by maybe like the government Ministry of Tourism or something like that, or even the Sri Lankan Airlines, all of them, like, they always open with ayubowan, right? It means, it carries a meaning of around roughly live long and happy, around there, like, or live long, or around there, right? And so, like, every single time, like, for example, Sri Lankan Airlines, bro, those flight attendants, like, for every single person that enters in the plane, it's like ayubowan, like, they gotta say that. They gotta be saying that to every single of the 130 something passengers that enter those planes. So yeah, I don't know how they do that, man. Flight attendants, there's something else. Like, they have to constantly deal with like the most annoying passengers. They have to deal with babies crying on the plane. Flight attendants are something else. But so yeah, those are okay. I'm sidetracking right now. Okay, but yeah, you'll hear ayubowan like everywhere. Like, if you even go, like, if even in Sri Lanka, like, if you visit someone's house, it'll always like starting greeting is just ayubowan, right? So those are two pretty famous phrases. Two sentences in my mother language. Okay. What can I say? Okay, here's the thing. Since I live in the UAE, right? I've lived in the UAE for most of my Sinhalese isn't the best. I can hold up a conversation, but like you guys, I mean, I'm sure. I mean, I don't know if you guys know how it is, because, like, but I'm pretty sure people can relate to me when, like, you move from your home country, and like you live in another country, right? Foreign country. You learn English instead of your mother tongue, since you don't use your mother language that often. And so English, like, for me, English ended up being like my first language, which is why I speak like this, because I learned from my school. Like, it was a British curriculum school, so they taught English like it's the first language, right? But then, like, as opposed to my relatives in Sri Lanka who speak like Sinhalese like fluently, me, I can sort of speak Sinhalese and I can understand what they're saying for the most part, but then, like, sometimes complex words I don't get. So yeah, that's the thing, right? So okay, two sentences in my mother language. What can I say? Okay, so to say I am hungry, you'd say mama barikini. Okay, that's I'm hungry. To say I bought a new car, mama vanak gatta. Okay, you could just say that, like, I got a car. That's what it means. Then what else could you say? Mama. Okay, so you could say I went on a flight. Mama guanyana ke gya. Or I went on an airplane. That actually, no, sorry, yeah, that means I went on an airplane, right? Guanyana is airplane. Yes, exactly. So yeah, I mean, I guess I hope that works. I hope those basic sentences is good enough. But yeah, two basics, two sentences in my language. Yeah, pretty good. Alright, what nation are you from? Okay, well, I think I answered this one already. I'm from Sri Lanka, and if you don't know where that is, it's okay. If you don't know where that is, it's the that island right under India. Yeah, that's us. That's Sri Lanka. So yeah, and well, our country has gotten famous on the news quite a lot, but for not the best reasons. Economic crisis and all that, it's not good. But I will tell you guys one thing though, like, the picture that the media gives of Sri Lanka is that, like, it's completely collapsed and everything like that. Like, that's not really the case, right? Not really, because I mean, this is a couple of weeks. Okay, this is not almost, but a couple of weeks ago, right? This is over 3 weeks ago now. Over 3 weeks ago now, right? Because I was in Sri Lanka. I went to Sri Lanka for my holiday. That's why I stopped posting for a while. After I made the ASEAN video. Like, that's what. The ASEAN video, I posted that the day we left on the flight. Right? So, for those 2 weeks, I was in Sri Lanka. And thing was, we the only reason we went was because the situation got a little bit better. So we wanted to see everyone there, or my family wanted to meet everyone. And thing is, like, the government, it started like rationing fuel, and because of that, and like it prevented people from like it stopped people from like just being able to buy all the fuel they want, because what happened was people started hoarding fuel. That's why there were fuel shortages, like because the people were like panic buying. But then what the government did was they introduced like a ration, like a card, or not a card, like, how do I say this? Well, they were like ration cards, basically, like food ration like the stamps that they have, or whatever. What do we call those, man? But except like it's a system like that, but for petrol instead. So everyone gets like, I think 25 something liters per week, or something like that. Some amount per week you get, and because of that, while we were in there for like the 2 weeks that we were there, things were actually fine. Like we could like go anywhere we wanted. I mean, granted, things were a little bit more expensive, right? For example, like there's a taxi service called Pick Me. Okay, I don't judge you guys what it is, but it's pretty popular in Sri Lanka, right? It's like the Uber of Sri Lanka, basically. I mean, there is Uber, but like it's the Uber of Sri Lanka, like Sri Lankan Uber, basically. Okay, and their rates tripled. Like the literally, like the price that they took, like compared to when we last went, which is, well, we haven't been to Sri Lanka in like 3 years before these 2 weeks. So when we last went, the price was like 3,000, then it became like 9,000. Okay, like it tripled, like exactly tripled, by the way. And like these guys, I mean, I feel bad for the Pick Me drivers too, because they're struggling to find work as well, right? Because people just can't afford that. Like people can't afford the taxi anymore because it's just generally expensive. Like a lot of things, in Sri Lanka, like because of the inflation and all, rupee going, like the rupee value is just dropped dramatically. So everything's more expensive. But for someone who's outside of Sri Lanka, like a foreigner or like a tourist, it's getting cheaper now because your purchasing power, like if you're coming into Sri Lanka with like a foreign currency, and like you exchange it for rupees, your purchasing power is a little bit higher than like the average Sri Lankan, for example. So that's there, right? So yeah, okay, I'm just talking about my country right now, I think. But yeah, I think, yeah. Okay, wait. Let's move on. Let's move on. All right. Okay, New Zealand mapping. Your most and least favorite nations. I mean, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like most and least favorite nations in what? Like, in the game? Like, are you talking about AOC too? Because, I mean, like, I don't know what exactly this question is. But if I had like most or least favorite nations, I mean, of course my favorite nation is my country, right? Like, I love my country, but I mean, of course, I also like Dubai. I like the UAE as well because it's a nice place. It's nice to live here, right? So least favorite nations. Do I have any nations I don't like? I don't really. No, I don't really dislike any nation in the world per se. Like it's not nothing like that, honestly. So yeah. And now, friends, is the time where I come and talk about. Well, I now talk about other things, more specifically on what this channel will do in the future, right? So I just want to talk about that for a little bit. So maybe I'll reply to some other comments that I've got as well, like two other. Okay, so here's one. The Iron Spartan, can you make the Roman Empire when the First Punic War ended? Now, this is kind of funny thing, actually, because I actually made a scenario, something like this. I mean, look, it's not good. It's not by any means proper, and I don't know if it was like this is no. Listen, here's the thing, right? I realized making scenarios in the basic. I'm not very good at. I wouldn't consider myself a modder whatsoever. I'm not that good. Okay, there are much better mods, but like for a couple bunch of times, like I tried to like make scenarios. Like I tried Angolan Civil War, because how this is, like this historical conflict. So like I put Cuba and Union of South Africa, all of this. I mean, this one doesn't even work because it's biased to Union of South Africa. Like, look at the factories, bro. Like, compare Union of South Africa to Cuba right here. Like, what is there's no balance, right? I don't know how to change the factory conflicts. And honestly, I don't think I should be making these mods, like these scenarios. There are people who do that way better than me. I'm just gonna play the game. And like there's a time I tried World War One scenario. But I think this guy's already this guy. What's his name? Uh, I believe it was the Warmonger, right? He's another YouTube channel. He's made a bigger, better one, you could say, better World War One scenario. So I'm probably gonna play that one instead. But this was like, look, like this was my feeble attempt at making a World War One scenario, and again, it's not balanced at all. Germany, like if I put the like if I turned on the alliances, or not turned on, more like just set up the alliances for how they were in real life, the Entente would just win, like, just like that. It's not even close in this game, right? Because British Raj itself is just fucking insanely powerful. So yeah, again, I don't really wouldn't really play this one, right? But back to what I was talking about. I once made a scenario for the Second Punic War, where like it's Carthage versus Rome, and I don't even know if this is exactly the right. I mean, look, I did this off of like some what, uh, probably some. I don't know what I was doing actually. I probably looked at some Google image of the Second Punic War, and then they just like went on this map right here. Okay, and I think what inspired me to make this scenario, like in my tab itself, was I think this was like right after I watched an armchair historian video on the Punic Wars from Carthage's perspective. So I just made that. So I added like the nations you'd expect: Rome, Carthage, Syracuse, right here. Well, was it Syracuse? Yeah, Syracuse. Yeah, city state, right? And then I added like the Greek kingdoms. I don't even know if these are correct. Okay, these ones, this side of things, I don't even know. I just went off of like the. No, wait. I think I went off of a game or something. I don't even remember. Like Empress, Macedon, Athens, and Achaia. And Macedon's not even supposed to have Alexander the Great right here. And I even had ancient Egypt in this because, well, technically it's true. It's correct, right? I mean, is it the same ancient Egypt? No, it was Ptolemaic Egypt that was around during Rome's time, which was about 4,000 years ago for us. But no, wait, no, not 4,000 years ago. What am I saying? 2,000. How many? 2,600 years ago? Yeah, something BC. Oh my god. Okay, look. Point is, like it was 2,000 years ago, right? This should probably be Ptolemaic Egypt rather than ancient Egypt. But again, I couldn't make new nations. Okay, I just went with what like the game had. So yeah, the thing is, I don't know. This scenario is not good. I would not play this at all. So I don't know. Maybe if I can find a mod somewhere that has Rome in the Punic Wars for AOC2, maybe. If you guys find one, please let me know, because I'd love to do it. I would love to do that. So yeah, to answer that question, yeah, that's that. Yeah. Alright, so another one in these comments is okay, I'm really thankful for this comment because recommending him some. It's nice that you guys recommend some mods. But like, okay, I'll just say one thing. I'll say the same thing I said to reply to this. I kind of want to finish like everything I can do in the base game itself. Like I just want to do everything there. And then once I'm done with the base game, then maybe I'll move on to other mods. Because since I'm on mobile, so I have to download each mod like as if it's the whole game. You know how it is, right? So I'm already like thinking of doing. Okay, this is just a little teaser. Okay, it's gonna be a while before I actually do it because I still look. Okay, guys, I'll let you know. I'll let y'all in on something. Okay, I have a whole ass notepad, like a virtual notepad on this tablet, just full of ideas. Okay, for AOC2, like videos, just full of ideas for videos, and in that I think there must be something like 200 of them, okay, left. This is after all the like something again 80 something videos have gone by. There's still many more different things to do, and that's not adding the different suggestions I'm getting that I will be getting in the future. For example, I'll be getting more suggestions, right? So I'll do those. I have different challenges, and I'm like every now and then I'm adding new like new video ideas there. I'm planning to do as many as I can, right? And so the thing is, once I'm done with like the base game, I'll move on to another mod, and then once I'm done with that mod, I'll move to the other mod. You know, because there are a lot, like I'm seeing like people are recommending me a lot of good mods, right? So I'm gonna try those, and I generally want to, but for now I don't think I'm not gonna really touch on any of the other mods, because right now I just want to do things in the base game itself. Maybe the mods will be later, I'll keep the mods for later, right? And so yeah, that's what I want to say. So yeah, guys, I think that concludes the 200 sub special. And so I'd like to just end this video with again, thank you for the 200 subscribers. All right, it's literally been, I think, okay, like I checked yesterday, it's literally been something like 10 months since I've started this YouTube channel. So it's been nearly 1 year. It's been nearly a year since I've started this YouTube channel. So I started when I was, started when it was 2021. Now it's 2022, and the year it's already September. In a few months, this year is going to be over, and I'll have basically done YouTube for an entire year. Actually, it's gonna come, the 1 year anniversary of this channel is probably gonna come like what, in 1 month. Actually, I think it's around October 30, or no, October 27th. I think that's the date where I put the first video out, which was that Austrian Empire Returns video. That one, I'm not proud of that one because, well, I don't look, okay. One of the main things I pride myself over in this YouTube channel is like my commentary, the fact that I speak here. I genuinely think that's what kind of like sets me apart from, say, other Age of Civilizations 2 channels. Like most of them what they do is they just like, they play the game, right? It's just a recording of them playing the game, and then they put like a music on it. And no hate to those channels, right? I get that, it's fine, like it's okay to do that. For me, I feel like that's what makes my channel somewhat set apart from the rest, my commentary. So that one, I think that video was one of the only videos that don't have commentary. So again, and also, like, not that it doesn't have commentary is not the problem. It's just that I kept the same song looping for the same time, like for at least looping for like a billion times. I feel bad, man. I feel bad for whoever listened to that. It has 65 views now, but I doubt anyone sat through all that, because fucking hell, like, no way anyone sat through all that. All right, so anyways, that's there, right? So it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I've started this, and my channel has seen gradual improvement ever since I met Blank, right? That's their name, but Blank. Ever since I met them, they've been just giving me thumbnails, and the thumbnails are now amazing. Like that's why the thumbnails are now amazing. By the way, they're not mine. they're not my thumbnails. They've made it. They get it made for me. Okay, and so yeah, because my channel is improved. Like it's getting better, and I'll continue to see if I can improve on things. I'll try to be funnier, maybe do different, and I want to do different challenges, make things entertaining for you guys, right, as best as I can. And yeah. Oh, and also after this, I'll maybe try do I gotta do a big one. Maybe like, I don't know, French Empire, maybe. It's the weekend. Actually, no. Like this timing is perfect because it's literally the weekend right now, so I have the time. Maybe I'll do French Empire. Last time was the Spanish Empire. This time will be the French Empire. You know how it is. So yeah, I guess you guys can look forward to that. I'll do that tomorrow though. Yeah, I'll do that tomorrow though, because right now the time is like what, 8 or 7, around there. 8, yeah, definitely past 8 at night. So I don't have time for that. And after that video, I'm thinking of like trying to do like spectator videos as well. Not the okay, look guys, I don't think I'm gonna continue with the whole modern day spectator mode. Because I mean, look, I did already like six videos on that. I don't think you guys want to see that. But what I mean is like, I want to do different scenarios, but in spectator mode. I want to try that, and I hope you guys like. I mean, I just want to see if you guys. I'll see if you guys like it. If you guys don't, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, like that's that. Okay, because I have like, because in my notepad, right, I have a lot, and I mean a lot of ideas of both spectator videos and like formal videos. So I got plenty for both. So I'll work on what you guys want to see, right? I'm not gonna go against that. So yeah, I guess that concludes this video. So again, once again, this is like the third time I'm saying this, but can't stress this enough. Thank you for the 200 subs. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.